Let's see what else they got out here for me to show you, my babes. What happened?
I'm the supervisor. What's going on?
You the supervisor? How you doing, bro? What's your name?
Donovan, what's going on?
Donovan, what's up?
What's going on?
Nothing's going on, G.
Can I ask what the camera's for?
Huh?
Can I ask what the camera's for?
Can I ask you what's your phone for?
I was just on the phone. Can I ask what's the camera's for?
You can ask, yes.
So what is the camera's for?
None of your business.
As long as he doesn't step over, if he steps over, it's a problem.
If I step over, it's a problem?
That's trespassing.
My people, if I step over, it's a problem.
Come on, buddy.
His little finger? But why? What happened? Can't hear you. People flipping their middle fingers at me? What's your name and badge number?
Right here.
I don't know how to read, bro.
Want to put the camera down for a second?
For what?
Because we're going to be bringing it back to the precinct.
It's a lot to unpack in this video, man. Let me try to tell you guys a few quick facts. That was part one, guys. The intro to part one. There's actually part two, which I'm going to talk about. We're going to watch about 13 and a half minutes of that. I need y'all to stick with me. It's not me. 13 and a half minutes, so you can see why I wanted to talk about this video. Other than that, like I said, the next part is Eli did get arrested. I'm pretty sure some of you guys are familiar with Eli, man. He did get arrested this day. Pay attention to the gentleman who stuck a birdie at his camera that he had that little conversation with, that walked up to him and said, hey, man, I ain't mean nothing by it, etc., etc. Pay attention to that. I want to talk to y'all about this video. Trailhand Bill. Y'all know where I'm at.
Yo, Beans, you heard? Tell your people don't be calling the cops, bro. Tell your people not to be calling the cops, G. Huh?
Who the camera, bro? Who the camera, bro? What's going on?
Nothing's going on. Put the camera out?
No, I ain't say put it out. Just get on the street.
I can't.
Why not?
Just in case you do something stupid.
Why would I do something stupid?
I have no clue, G. Yeah, I just called the cops.
Just come on in the gate. Just come in.
Come, go inside, go inside.
Just come in. Come on.
Sit in the booth. Sit in the booth.
Come on.
Yeah, just
That's
stay.
her boo. That's her
That's her booth. All right.
That's her boo.
All right.
Come on, because he had us some camera.
I gotta say this, man. If nothing else, this is the moment he should have known to stop playing, man. I just don't get why he wasn't reading the room.
That's your head of security right there.
Fuck about it.
You don't give a fuck about him?
Come on. They're going to fight. Come on. I told you. Come on.
You gonna pay for it. You gonna pay for it.
Come on. Come on. That bitch. Shut up. Shut up. Shut up. Come on. I'm not fighting. Come on, man.
You saw what he did, right? You saw what he did? Boss, you're the head of supervisor, right? They just said it on camera, right? You saw that? That's the boss, right? He gonna pay for it. Look, my Pete. He gonna pay for it. Why, y'all smacking people outside and you don't want me to record? You crazy? Look at him the other side. I'm gonna go to the other side, I'm gonna smack the shit out of him. Watch. Come on, let's do it. Come on, let's do it. You gonna pay? You gonna pay? Come on! Come on, step aside!
Close the damn thing. Close the damn thing. Close the damn thing.
Yo, he broke my camera. He gonna pay for my camera. He's gonna pay for my camera. That's all I'm saying, all right? He broke my camera. He gonna pay for my shit. What up, G? Now we're at another level. You heard? A different level. He smacked the camera on my page. You heard? No big deal. Hey, yo, you clocking out? You clocking out? Oh, Lord, bro. I'm dying to smack the shit out of this nigga, my page. You're... Well, he inside. He inside. What's going on, my guy?
I've seen you.
Huh?
I've seen you on YouTube.
Oh, yeah?
Freedom of speech, right?
All day, freedom of the press. Worldwide. Worldwide. A lot of phone calls coming. A lot of phone calls. Google reviews, all type of shit. And you got your tag on YouTube. We got your name. You don't step outside and smack people's property. He came and damaged my camera, bro. Huh? Who did? The security guard, bro. How you doing, brother? One of them security guards damaged my camera, bro. Huh? He don't want to be recorded. He don't want to be on camera. So he came right here. Look, this is the evidence right here. I was right here. Huh?
How's the camera damage?
How's the camera damage? It flinks. I have to go up and down to turn it on and off. I gotta have a check now.
Right. So you think it's damaged?
Huh?
So you think it's damaged?
It might be damaged. It might be damaged. But even though he smacked it,
Okay.
that's my property. You don't just go and... If I smack your camera, what would you do to me? Even if it's not damaged, if I smack it.
If you make physical contact with me, then we're gonna...
No, without touching you. If I touch the camera, boom, and I don't damage it. What's that? That's cool?
No, it's not.
All right.
So I'll talk to them. What's going on here?
I'm recording. They don't want to be on video. They hate the camera. I don't know. It looks like you hate it too.
I don't care.
I'm a
You're
journalist.
being recorded too.
I'm a journalist. Yes, I'm going to request those too.
Okay.
What's your name and badge number, sir?
Sergeant Nickel.
Why you not friendly, bro?
Huh?
Why you not friendly?
Because you're approaching me and you got loud. So what?
I'm approaching you. I was here. You pulled up.
Yes. No, we pulled up because there's
I speak like that.
All right, so relax.
He was here before. He was here before.
I understand.
So you know what happened now?
Trying to figure out what's going on, man.
The other security guard came right here, right after you left, right? Bing, boom, and smacked the shit out of my
All
camera.
right, if you're not going to have a conversation with me, I'm going to have a conversation with them.
But I told you, sir. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Over here. He was outside over here in the sidewalk, in the public sidewalk. And I speak like that, you heard? Don't feel no type of way, bro. I have a strong tone. Yes, he damaged it. He damaged my shit. Hey, yo, what up, G? We're good, G. Give my people a tour, showing them around. Now we're surrounded by cops, tyrants. Am I being detained? Huh? Am I being illegally detained?
I just feel like Eli played himself in this video, man. I feel like he escalated everything and then it just went left for him because, man, I mean, you end up getting locked up. And I'm going to be honest, I also feel like you did it just for views, man. Eli is, like I say, man, he's a notable government watchdog. He's a notable policer, auditor, whatever. I don't know what terms these guys go by. I don't want to be rude or disrespectful, but everybody know Eli in the auditor community, man. So the guy, you know what I mean, he's pumping out content. And then you get a feel as a content creator for what, you know what I mean, would generate views. And at this point in time, man, in the digital age, you don't have to be a content creator to know drama sells. Drama generates clicks and views. You know what I mean? That's been the case before the internet exploded. It was like that on cable television, whatever television you're watching. Like drama sells. That's just human nature. We're attracted. We're moths to flames, right? And I feel like that was the purpose of this video. I feel like Eli was walking by. He was touring New York City. I'm gonna put the links to both videos in the description, Lord willing. And he was saying, you would hear him saying, "Hey, what can I show you guys today?" I used to watch Eli. I'll be honest with you. Eli's another one of those auditors that I stopped watching because I do feel like let me say this in a respectful way, because in a minute I'm just gonna speak. You know what I mean, like man to man. But I feel like he does go out there and he unnecessarily agitates citizens. It's one thing, man, when you're doing it to cops, and this is a stance I've always had. This is why you won't see me doing it in my videos. It's one thing we're doing it to government employees that we pay to service us. It's an entirely different thing. We just saying, hey, I know these people don't know this, so let me go over here and agitate them. And then when they act up, which I'm not justifying their actions, but I'm saying you agitate me, Negro, I might act up. And once they act up, then we're just going to blame it all on them. I'm not that type of person, bro. I'm going to rewind it to the beginning. And in this video, as you can see, Eli admits several times himself, they had one situation where, in my opinion, he wasn't reading the room well at all. And I feel like that's when he realized, like, hey, man, you know what? I can get some views off of this. And he clipped it down. It said each video is like 30 minutes long. And if you take out all his intros and the stuff he does, you still probably got like anywhere from 20 to 20. I'm going to say like 20 minutes of video, 15, 20. So you're still talking like 30, 40 minutes of time that he invested in this situation. And what was it? Like, was this an exposure of government employees, or was this just you showing us how humans be humans, bro? While watching the video, I was wondering, like, is Eli just an asshole, or is he one of those adults who never grow up? You know what I mean? And I don't say that condescendingly because I like to joke and play a lot. I honestly, maybe I'm giving myself too much credit here. I feel like I read the room a lot better than Eli. But like when the cops came the first time, and then he did that walking handstand, which I would be honest with you, that's one of the most amazing shits I ever seen. I'm thinking about clipping that and putting it on one of my other channels because I think that'll go viral. He looked like one of those circus people. Hey man, segue. I'm outside, guys. We ain't got no power, but it's beautiful. I just pulled up home and realized the neighborhood is out of power. I see never mind, y'all don't want to hear that. But yeah, that was what made me think, well, maybe, at first I'm like, man, this dude's just an asshole. I was saying that's why I stopped watching him the first time. Like, do your thing. I ain't over judging you, over condemning you. I do judge people. I try not to condemn anyone. But it wasn't for me, and I ain't got to diss him. I ain't got to say nothing. Like, it's a lot of content out here. Then he has people who like that type of content. So, but I was like, yeah, bro, you just a little bit too much of an asshole to me. But then when I seen him do that little walk across, I'm like, yo, cuz, I'm playful, so I know those type of people. I just think, man, as it pertains to reading the room, something I kept saying in the video, I don't even realize if people play and get killed, bro. What the fuck is wrong with you? Y'all don't think like that? Are those of us who keep those things in mind too paranoid? You ain't seen none of these videos of these like pranksters. They got these prankster content creators. Like more than a few of them have literally been, seriously. And that's what I'm thinking when I'm watching this dude in this situation. And I'm just from a place where we don't get to flippantly say and do things. We have to be aware. I ain't saying we live afraid and in fear and, let them say like be aware. And especially when you're interacting with other people, we're going to show the utmost respect. And when anything other than that is shown, all antennas go up. And I'm just watching that dude, you know what I mean? I'm going to say he's a black dude. I don't know what his nationality is, his race is. But he's definitely a darker skinned man. But from the very first time, when in the first video, when Eli walked up to them and Buddy was like, yo, he talking in a calm tone. He stuck a bird at you, and then he was like, nah, that ain't really for you. That's for the, like, you not reading the room, bro. And then you come back, and then you walk off saying, tell your people not to call the police, and then I didn't even recognize he waved back to Eli, slow the camera down, but he waved them back. Brother, anytime you are being, I guess maybe Eli doesn't consider his nature disrespectful and rude and aggressive. He got to, man. Eli, you got to be 30 or 35, bro. Somewhere in that age range, if not older. People have told you that in your life, bro, that you need to chill out. So, but maybe you just don't think you need to. And I just think that maybe that part of your brain or that desire for, hey, I can get some clicks off of this, something kicked in, man, and you just didn't realize that man was always about to slap the hell out of you if you kept playing with him. Like, that was evident to me. I don't know who else seen that, but that was evident to me from the way the woman was telling him come on and everybody else was just kind of being, reserved with you. And he wasn't being rude or disrespectful. He was just letting you know, like, you weren't going to move him from his square. And he was at work, so, you know what I mean? And then you just played it up. And I can't tell how close you had that camera in his face because it looked very close. But that could just be, you know what I mean? You know, how do we say it? An illusion, because you could have just been zooming in. But I'm going to tell you why I do think you were too close for comfort, and therefore you were too close for your behavior not to be rude, and forget rude, just disrespectful, because I'm looking at the projection of his arm. He didn't reach way out. His body didn't lean in to reach you when he slapped. He just kind of lifted his arm up. It was more of an elbow swing, which lets me know, Eli, you were way too close to that man, brother. And at that point, I can't say, oh, he's a government employee and like they are like all of your fans were saying. I ain't gonna say your fans, but the people who watched the video. Let me say that. They were on your side, and I'm like, nah, I don't necessarily think I can be on your side, because when you just out here, these people ain't doing nothing but at work. And I know you got people, it's a lot of auditors and people in the auditor community that do this kind of work, men and women alike. I'm not a fan of it. I've done that before. You know what I do? And I'm not saying I got the blueprint and I'm right or they're wrong. I'm just telling you what I prefer. I've literally gone into places and I'm like, yo, I will ask them questions about their setup and how they operate, as opposed to what we're allowed to do as American citizens. And then when there's any contention with what they're saying or what they're projecting, and now I'll let them know they may be out of line, and I may be, about to test those theories that they have, or some other people may be about to test those theories that they have, and it could go horribly left, or they can just kind of, let's look at some things right now, choose the edge, however they want, but I'll let them know. Somebody gonna come in here, if not me, and test that, because honestly, you're wrong. And I'll say it, in more drawn out terms and respectful terms, because a lot of these cats who do this, they be like, it's about education. And it's like, for me, if you're just trying to educate people, you would do it, in more inviting ways. And the other side of that coin is, y'all also creating unnecessary enemies for us. And enemies may be too strong of a word, but y'all are creating people who look at all of us in a certain light that all of us don't stand in. And I'm not saying like, yes, I am. We need to be creating allies. Cops don't operate like that. They draw people in, and everybody who's anti them, they kick them out, even their own. But for me, when I see things like this, this epiphany just came to me. Y'all are creating enemies, man. Y'all are creating, divides where there could be unity and where we could have allies and friends, homie. You got all these type of people out in this. We've seen the videos. We see that on videos where people are like, oh, y'all them people. When we could, if it's about education, homie, and not just clicks and views, we could just be out here like, yo, this is what we doing, and yada, yada, yada. We could be the invitational one, since we are the ones saying. Now, obviously, we don't have to. We're Americans. We can do whatever we want to do. I'm just saying, whatever you're doing, stand on it. Don't try to say it's this and then when it's that, or say it's that when it's this. And then when I'm gonna keep it real with you. When you get this hell slapped at you, you ain't no victim. And I guess that's where I'll probably end that, bro. You did all that damn talking about you, even in your intros. I'm pretty sure that's you rapping that song, because it looked like in one of your videos, if not all of them, you performing it too. You do all that damn talking about the song is something like no cooperation. You just talking about no snitching, and you said it several times in this video. Tell your people not to call the police. You came back and said, tell your people not to call the police. Now, you could have meant many things by that, because a regular auditor may have meant, hey man, why you calling the police? You put me in a dangerous situation. But Eli, you are not only on the you put me in a dangerous situation bandwagon. I know this because you got the damn song that plays in most of the intros, if not all of the intros of your video. No cooperation. But brother, the first damn thing you did when that man slapped the hell out of you and didn't walk off at all, the lady tried to pull him back. He kind of mushed her out of the way and came back at you in case you wanted some smoke. And he did the same thing when you pretended you wanted some smoke when you were around the other side. The man was messing with it. It looked like his phone charger cord or something. He literally wasn't even, he was looking down at times. He wasn't taking you serious, brother. As a man, I don't know what type of man you are, and far be it from me in any type of way to insult you, because I don't move like that. But for me, I'd have been like, God, I would have had to do something just off of that disrespect. Forget the fact that he almost already slapped me. But brother, after all of that, the first thing you did when he slapped you was running. You asked somebody over there, did you see it? And you might have been talking to the supervisor agent dude then, because he slapped you so hard. You said it. I hate when that happens, man. I was grooving along. Yeah, it wasn't even recording, but Eli, man, you was snitching, homie. The man slapped you so hard, you went up to the supervisor, dude. I can't remember what you're saying, but you said, aren't you? You called him something crazy, and then you began to tell him like, yo, he the dude that you seen what happened, man. They told me you the boss. You seen what happened, right? Then you went back over there telling them, and then if that's not enough, as soon as the cops pulled up, the dude jumped out the car, not even looking you in the eye, and you call him brother. You call him brother, and the very next thing you do, homie, is you start giving a detailed description of that man slapping the hell out of you, big dog. And I don't think you can be that committed to not cooperating with police and not calling the police and your no snitching policy, brother. You can't be that damn committed to it, and the first thing that occurs to you naturally when you get into an altercation a lot of people going to look at that and feel like you provoked it, bro. When you get into that type of situation, the first thing you want to do, instead of responding to the situation that you definitely, if not provoked, you definitely have to get where it was at. Instead of responding to it in kind, homie, you run to the very people you say people shouldn't be cooperating with and people shouldn't be calling. Tell me how that works out, brother. Did you want them to do to him what you don't want done to you when you tell people don't call the police? I just think this wasn't, you know what I'm saying? And I said it. If I didn't, I said it again. Because the running out of space kind of threw me off. I don't think this represented what we as an auditing community do well. And I don't think it was necessary for Eli to put his life in danger like that, man. And finally, big dog, finally, I had something else, but my mood kind of gone now. But I got to get this out there, homie. Why the hell did you ask them people, were you detained? They had been there, I think maybe 3.5 minutes, homie, and it literally had not occurred to any of them to detain you legally, illegally, or otherwise, big dog. And you walked up to that damn man and you asked him, am I illegally detained? You had to repeat it twice because the man, it was so far from anything he was thinking of. It didn't even register to him what you said, brother. And you did that to your damn self. Now tell me this, riddle me the hell this. What was the advantage of you volunteering yourself into these people's custody versus you just walking off when you were done with the encounter and making them do their job and say you were detained, sir. I'm going to keep saying this shit. I got video after video of cops walking away from cops when they done talking, not asking if I'm detained. I'm talking about in a criminal investigation type situation. I got video after video of attorneys walking away from cops when they're done. You don't have to ask these cowards if your civil liberties remain, brother. You don't need it re-verified. I don't be knowing what the hell is wrong with y'all, and it infuriates me that y'all do that because it's just playing into their hands and somebody deceive y'all into thinking that it was a trick for you and it worked in your advantage. No, the hell it doesn't. I reiterate, you had to ask that man twice because it was so damn far from anything on his mind. It didn't even register to him that you said it. So how the hell can you be detained, my guy, when the person that has the authority to legally detain you isn't even thinking in that direction, man? And I guarantee you, brother, you, along with many other notable names and smaller names, are one of the people who have a lot of our viewers out here thinking that they need to get their American freedom verified by these domestic terrorists. It blows my mind. It infuriates me. I wish the hell I would ask one of these cowards, am I still free, just because they are around. That shit don't even make any type of sense to me, man. And I think that's something, once again, that we all need to reconsider doing. Hey, big dog, no disrespect, man. You're doing great work out there. Be safe. You know, as far as to putting your life in danger, which I think you do unnecessarily, you might be one of those people too far gone. The YouTube checks might be too big. The notoriety, the clicks and views might get to your mind. You know, it's too much for you to slow down, even if it means not endangering your life. I don't know, but I had to say what the hell I wanted to say. I don't think you should be doing that. I don't think any of us should be doing that. Number two, brother, you got to read the room better, man. You out here wilding and don't even recognize it, man. You out here wilding and don't even recognize it. And while you're doing it, you're making all of us look bad because we can't separate ourselves from you no matter how much you may separate yourself from us. And finally, man, stop volunteering yourself in the police custody, man. You act way too tough, and you very well may be, but you act way too tough to just power down when cops come around and have to ask them if you are still free. That shit don't make no sense to me, family. Trey and Bill, live from South Florida.
Am I being detained?
Huh?
Am I being illegally detained?
But now you're detained.
For what crime?
Hell, if they don't have any on you, I do. Number one, talking to the police too damn much, messing up your own case. Then after that, you volunteered yourself into their custody. Number two, putting your own life and the lives of innocent Americans in danger absolutely unnecessarily. And number three, probably worst of all, man, tired of telling. According to you, anyway. Eli, what is it, brother? No snitching or tell everything ENT? Thank you if you made it this far. If you liked the video, feel free to hit that thumbs up button. I greatly appreciate it. If you care to go a little further than that, maybe even subscribe, hit the notification bell. Check out a few of the other videos on the channel. Either way, y'all be safe.